Hey everyone, my name is Doc. I am one of the founders of Kleur Studios, and today we're going to be answering the question, how much does logo design cost in 2026? If you're doing a search for the cost of a logo, you're probably seeing anywhere from $50 to, $5,000. It could be even more than that. If you're asking ChatGPT, it's probably going to give you a range and say it depends, but it could be from 500 to 5,000, whatever they're going to say. Why is there such a variance? Well, obviously part of it is the quality of the designer. If you're paying $50 for a logo, I say to people, well, what you're going to get is a $50 logo, and that's probably not going to be very good. So yes, you can get a logo for even maybe cheaper than that if you go looking online, but is that really going to represent your company and your brand in a positive way? So let's assume that you understand that, and what you're looking for is a professional logo, one that is done by a good designer, whether it's an individual or an agency, and you understand the value of the investment. So how much does it cost, and why does it cost that much? For us, a typical logo package is going to range from 500 to 1,000. The variance in the cost depends on how much development goes into it. If you come to us and you have a clear idea of what you want, maybe you have some artwork already that you like, this is the concept, and we just want to make sure the design is professional, or often these days you're coming to us with something that ChatGPT made for you, and it's oh, it's a good start, but it's generic, and you want it to be better, obviously. Or sometimes it's as simple as we like this, maybe a few small changes, but it's not a logo, it's just it's just an image of a logo. You need the actual logo files. That might even be less than 500 if it's just okay, we need to take this design and vectorize it. But typically you come to us with a clear idea of what you want, and so we just have to execute on that. That's going to be on the lower end. More often someone comes to us and they have some idea of what they kind of want, but it's nothing concrete, and they're open to our suggestions, and so we go through a full logo development process where it starts with research, and we look at your industry and what your competitors are doing already, and we'll present you hey, look, there's a lot of logos with this. You should probably avoid that to stand out. You don't want to be cliche. So we do some research, and then we go through that with you, and then we come up with some possible concepts, and then we will create the concepts, and it might be 3 to 5 different options of this logo, each one matching what we talked about, but now you're getting to see them, and then you choose from among them, and maybe you're oh, I like the kind of design of this one, but I like the word mark over here, and you can kind of mix and match and put together what you like, and then we take that and we create a more finished concept, and now we present you with one version of the logo that is not finished yet, but it allows you to oh, if we can make these lines a little thinner, or I don't like how the swoosh goes out that far, whatever it is, and then we refine it. And so typically we would do the research phase, the initial concepts, and then the final concept with 3 revisions. So that would be typical. That would probably be around $1,000. And so that is a full logo development, and that I think is still a really good price, because by the end of that process, you are going to be completely satisfied with your logo. Because at every step of the way, we consulted with you, got your feedback, made sure we understood what you wanted to see different, and then, weren't done until you were happy with that. the benefit of going through that development process is, we go through the whole thing from the idea generation to the initial concepts to the refinement of the final concept, so that we can be sure that we have created something that you are not just satisfied with, but you love, right? This is exactly what you wanted. Even if at the beginning you didn't know what you wanted, by the end, you're going to feel like, oh, that is exactly what I wanted for my logo. And so that's the goal of the logo development process. And so that's why, if you're looking online, you're saying like, oh, but I can get a logo for $50, $100. You can, but that's going to be, and they may even say like unlimited revisions. But it doesn't matter how many unlimited revisions you get if every revision is bad. And that's often the case. It's just like they just keep regurgitating bad stuff because they don't have the talent to execute on what your vision is. So that is the logo development process. That is the kind of idea behind why it costs what it does. I think our prices are very competitive for the quality we provide. But even if you go with someone else, at least hopefully watching this video is going to help you kind of understand what to expect. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can leave comments below. You can go to our website and you can set up a free consultation. We're happy to go over the process with you and discuss the different options and give you a concrete price of what it would cost based on your specific needs. But yeah, we're happy to answer any questions you have. Just hit us up, and thank you for watching, and hopefully see you again soon.